Good afternoon, and welcome to the Choice Neighborhoods Fiscal Year 14 Planning Grantee Webcast. My name is Marianne Azaro. Thank you so much for joining us today. Before we get started, let me go over a few housekeeping rules. First, as you can see from the slide, you can email your questions throughout the webcast to choiceneighborhoods@hub.gov. We'll respond to as many questions as we can during the Q&A portions of the webcast, but please put your questions in as we go. Also, the PowerPoint presentation and video recording will be posted online by early next week. We'll share the link with you through our monthly e-newsletter. Finally, we'll send you a very short survey following the webcast. Please complete it and share it with all your partners who are participating today. Your feedback is very important to us. Now, let me introduce Mindy Turboff, the Director of Choice Neighborhoods. Mindy?
Thank you, Marianne. Hello, and welcome to Choice Neighborhoods, and congratulations on being selected as a Choice Neighborhood Planning Grantee. This year, it was a very competitive applicant pool. Only 7 grantees were awarded out of 51. You and your partners should be very proud of your selection. Today, we want to share a few things we've learned about the importance of choice planning grants and provide an overview of the planning process. Most importantly, we are here to answer your questions. And don't worry if your questions are not answered today. You'll have many more opportunities to connect with your HUD team and with each other. I'd like to welcome our new grantees: Flint, Michigan, the City of Flint, and the Flint Housing Commission; Gary, Indiana, the City of Gary, the Legacy Foundation, and the Gary Economic Development Corporation; Louisville, Kentucky, which I said the right way, and the Louisville Metropolitan Housing Authority; Mobile, Alabama, the Mobile Housing Board; North Las Vegas, Nevada, the City of North Las Vegas, and the Southern Nevada Regional Housing Authority; and finally, St. Louis, Missouri, Urban Strategies, a local nonprofit organizations. And welcome to your partners who have joined us today. These partners include a broad array of organizations: public schools, community associations, police departments, hospitals, mayors, churches, workforce centers, philanthropic organizations, community development corporations, community colleges and universities, and actually many, many more. 2 Choice Neighborhood members are here today with me: Marianne Nazaro, who's introduced herself, and Pamela Lawrence. And I will tell you that the Choice Neighborhood staff are the rock stars of HUD, and you will find out why. They're here to be your partners and to support you in any way possible. They are a big part of the reason I came back to HUD. I left HUD in 1996 and swore I would never come back again, and made my friends promise me I would never come back. But I was then offered the opportunity to run the Choice Neighborhoods program, which is really an extraordinary neighborhood program. And I met this staff, and I decided I had to come back. So you're in good hands. Joining a national grantee network in partnership with HUD, we have 63, you are joining one. We have 63 planning grants and 13 implementation grants. Choice Neighborhood grantees come from all over the country, from the tip of Florida to Seattle, Washington, from New England to California, and from the flyover states where most of you come from, and I do too. You'll have a chance to meet them at the conference later this year. You are all in various stages in your planning process. All of your communities have strengths and potentials. We'll work with you where you are, and we'll offer webinars, convenings, and other tools to address the challenges and share your successes. We know that every neighborhood is different, and that one size simply just does not fit all. That is why we are committed to supporting locally driven solutions to local issues. The planning grant process can be a unifying tool that residents and other partners can organize around. Now, receiving a planning grant does not mean that you will automatically get an implementation grant. The math simply doesn't work. We have funds for so few implementation grants each year that we just can't make those numbers work. However, last year, 2 of the early planning grantees received implementation awards because they had such strong plans and strong support for their plans. And the other 2 communities that received implementation grants also had been planning for many, many years. Large-scale redevelopment really needs this significant time to plan. The planning grant is an opportunity to build a broader neighborhood constituency and a strong civic infrastructure so that you're able to build momentum, attract more investment, and move forward with or without an implementation grant. And now let me turn it over to Pamela and Marianne, who will share some of the examples of some exciting things that Choice Neighborhood Planning grantees are doing and that they have accomplished. Marianne?
Great. Thank you, Mindy. Salisbury is a small town in North Carolina. They received a planning grant in 2010 and completed its final transformation plan for the West End neighborhood a few years ago. The application process for the Choice Planning Grant was the first time that the Housing Authority and the city worked together, and this partnership was strengthened throughout the planning process. Not only did the Housing Authority and the city form a strong collaboration between themselves, they also established a set of strategies to transform the West End neighborhood with their partners, community members, and residents. As a result of the planning process, and without any additional Choice Neighborhoods Implementation Grant funds, this small town has accomplished a lot. It secured low-income housing tax credits and leveraged HUD's RAD rental assistance demonstration for the target housing site. The police department assigned a community police liaison in the West End and moved its youth police athletic lead events to the neighborhood. A community center is currently being built. A mobile food supplier will now provide fresh fruits, vegetables, and cooking supplies with instructions to West End residents. Livingstone College will now open a new culinary school and farm and provide mentoring for middle school students and sell surplus produce at a discount prices. None of this would have happened without the Choice Planning Grant. And again, they did all of this without the Choice Implementation Grant. In addition, over 100 residents, city staff, and other stakeholders got together to volunteer to revamp a block through landscaping, painting, and carpentry projects. This was a first annual event that was recognized nationally by the USA Magazine as a model for volunteer-driven community change. I'd now like to turn it over to Pamela to talk about some other examples.
Thank you, Marianne. Good afternoon. We welcome you to the Choice Neighborhoods family in the journey to develop a plan that will transform your targeted neighborhood. Please know that no two transformation plans are alike, but most plans have been built on the core principles of engagement, informed decision-making, shared vision setting, and shared leadership. One planning grant that I just happened to work on, awarded to Spartansburg, South Carolina in fiscal year 2012, is a strong example of these key principles. Leadership was shared by the Spartansburg Housing Authority, the City of Spartansburg, and the Northside Community Development Corporation. Although they did not always agree, they literally created a war room location to talk it out until consensus was built. That same intensity to build leadership consensus was applied when engaging the public housing residents from a senior disabled high-rise and families from a privately owned mod rehab site. One key result of the community engagement was to address the food desert challenge, which some of you may be facing. They did short-term planning, fundraising by the Butterfly Foundation, construction, and a November 2014 grand opening of the Monarch Fresh Food Hub, which now offers groceries, breakfast, lunch, and urban garden, fresh market, and a culinary arts training program right in the neighborhood. Another planning grantee has used the Choice Neighborhood planning process to attract other federal funding, such as the FY14 Mantua neighborhood in Philadelphia. The Mantua neighborhood was faced with significant crime and responded to the community by securing a $600,000 Burn Criminal Justice Innovation Grant from the Department of Justice to prevent and reduce crime. Mantua was also designated by the president as one of 5 promise zones across the country. Drexel University, an anchor institution and stakeholder, has acquired an abandoned high school and plans to create a mixed-use development and K-8 school for the neighborhood. Again, no two planning processes or outcomes are the same when responding to the community needs. Please allow me to direct you back to Mindy for more information about Choice Neighborhoods and its early influences.
Thank you, Pamela. The Neighborhood Transformation Plan may be the final deliverable of the planning grant, but we're funding a planning process that we hope all of you will continue to pursue past the submission of the final plan. We can't have a strong plan unless you can't have a strong plan unless you define a shared vision for the future of the neighborhood, strengthen key partnerships, organize the community, and build support for decisions and investments. These successes are the foundation for a strong neighborhood plan. Many of you may know what the Choice Neighborhoods builds on the successes of Hope 6. Many of these successes are outlined on this slide. Hope 6 started as a public housing revitalization program, and over time it turned into a neighborhood revitalization program. Many of you were just too successful for Hope 6, and your work created change in the broader neighborhood. Choice Neighborhood grows out of the best of Hope 6. This administration picked up on these successes around neighborhood change and placed real emphasis on neighborhood in a variety of government agencies. So let's take a look at this slide together for a moment to understand the innovations that take place in Choice Neighborhoods. So you will see that one of the key changes is that we have changed the grantee possibilities to include assisted housing developments. As many of you know, assisted developments don't look any different than public housing developments. And to the broader community, they can often just look like public housing. So that's the first innovation. The second is we expanded the eligible applicant pool. So as some of you see, nonprofits, developers, cities, as well as for-profits have been grantees, in addition to housing authorities. And of course, there is the focus on the broader neighborhood, which includes having 15% of the grant, of the implementation grants, set aside for neighborhood redevelopment, and creates a neighborhood strategy as part of your plan instead of just a plan for the distressed housing. And finally, the program has reinstituted planning grants, of which you are the lucky recipients. And this is all the first time since the Carter administration, which some of you may remember, that there have been neighborhood planning grants. So many of you Choice grantees many Choice grantees have since been awarded other neighborhood program grants, including Promise Neighborhood grants from the Department of Education, Byrne Criminal Justice grants from the Department of Justice, and in fact, 9 grantees have Promise grants and 9 have Byrne grants. This partnership has also led to the creation of the Promise Zone program, which Pamela mentioned. And 3 Choice Neighborhoods are included in those areas that have received Promise Zones. And 2 of those were former planning grants. As you know from your application and the NOFA, the 3 core goals of Choice Neighborhoods are housing, people, and neighborhood. As part of the planning grant, you will be required to create a transformation plan that addresses all 3 of these goals. But we at the Choice operation are going to emphasize neighborhood, neighborhood, neighborhood. Everyone might have a different idea of what a neighborhood plan is, and that's fine. We're not dictating what your plan should look like. But we do believe that strong plans have a shared vision for the neighborhood and clear action steps and support from the residents and the broader community of stakeholders. Strong plans don't sit on shelves, but they are put into action, often in stages. And strong plans are living documents. They are not static and they don't stand still. Now let me turn it over to Mary Ann again to talk to you about the transformation plan and what it involves.
Great, thanks Mindy. As Mindy mentioned, the planning process will result in partnerships and decisions that will be the foundation for the neighborhood transformation plan. This transformation plan will be a blueprint for your neighborhood revitalization. The plan represents the voices and priorities of the cross-section of the community, most importantly the residents and the community members, as well as key stakeholders such as the city, schools, and other partners with a vested interest in the neighborhood. The plan will be informed by data, market analysis, technical studies, and most importantly, local knowledge. It explains the current conditions that define the neighborhood and the desired conditions in the next 5, 10, 15, even 20 years. It describes how you want to get there, who will be responsible, and the resources that are necessary to get there. The transformation plan is a platform for future investments and decision-making. The plan will be viable with or without future Choice Neighborhoods funding. Before I turn it back over to Pamela, let me remind you to please email any questions that you have to choiceneighborhoods@hud.gov. We'll be getting to your questions shortly. Pamela?
We have developed and we've emailed a planning tool which includes 10 planning topics. The first 5 are listed on slide 13. We believe that these planning topics are fundamental to the Choice Neighborhoods program, and they have been informed by the earlier planning grant experiences. Let me talk through a few of the topics to give you a feel for the planning tool and some early questions to consider in your planning process. Of the 5 planning topics on this slide, the first 2 can make or break your planning process: community engagement and capacity building. How will you identify leadership, traditional and non-traditional? And most importantly, how will you involve the residents and the community in the decision making? This may not be your local norm. It is a long process and will require your getting to know the residents and the surrounding neighborhood and the stakeholder community. You cannot stop with an invitation at a time that's convenient to you. Before your diverse audience has come to their first meeting, your immediate planning team should be asking, how will we ensure continued engagement with the residents and the community through the planning process, to include the identification of local priorities and the development of your final transformation plan? Who will be doing the inviting? Who will be doing the talking during the meeting? Who will be presenting at or with the community? Engagement and retention are not simple tasks, mostly because those you engage will have very diverse skills, knowledge, and life experiences. Therefore, you must be strategic in building the capacity of residents, community members, and sometimes provider partners. In a few instances, government and corporate stakeholders will require some additional knowledge or skill development when setting the tone for shared decision-making. Many successful grantees have structured meaningful information sessions on how to plan, build consensus, productively share ideas, and respectfully disagree and still leave the meeting friends. All 5 of the planning topics listed on this slide are important. The planning tool suggests questions for you to consider for each one. So let me move on to the second topic, the second 2 topics on the next slide. Early and ongoing accomplishments. Because the 2-year planning process can be a long journey, and real needs will surface during the roundtable, focus groups, and through your surveys, we encourage you to ask each other if there are a few activities that can be implemented within the first 6 months of the planning process. Short-term successes motivate ongoing engagement and send a message that the work being done is meaningful and is making things better. Comprehensive strategies, accepting the planning funds is agreement to focus your planning on the development of comprehensive strategies to improve housing, people, and neighborhood outcomes. It's a big task, but it can be managed if you use the neighborhood needs assessment to select and prioritize strategies that will have the most impact on the neighborhood by addressing the critical gaps and building on the strengths. We encourage you to work smart and develop a strategy that builds on the synergies between housing, people, and neighborhood strategies. Ensure that all these 3 core goals combined reinforce each other. If you ever feel a bit overwhelmed or lost in the data weeds, ask yourself which strategies will most effectively improve housing choice and stability for the original residents of the HUD assisted housing. This question should be central to all decisions. This very simple tool uplifts 10 topics to guide you through the process. Use it. Share it with your local working groups and revisit it periodically to evaluate your process. If you do so, you will reach your goal of developing a solid transformation plan. Mindy, would you like to comment further?
Thanks, Pamela. So now you know why I call them the rock stars of HUD. Let me offer a few final tips based on the experiences of our early grantees. First, it takes time and patience to build consensus. Please do not rush the planning process. Second, and this is very important, you are the lead. If you choose to hire a planning coordinator, their role is to support you and your partners. You are the boss. The planning coordinator should not run the show. I was a consultant. I feel I can speak to this, and I'm sorry if I offended any of your planning coordinators who may be watching this. But we want to make sure that your planning coordinator helps build your local capacity for leadership when they leave after the 2-year grant is over. Your community can carry this on and must. Third, residents and community members must be engaged as real partners. These plans do not work without real partnerships. Community engagement approaches best work when they are intentional, thoughtful, and inclusive. Fourth, local leadership. Your local government is critical. It's fairly impossible to rebuild a neighborhood without the leadership of your local government. Fifth, early start activities, as Pamela mentioned a few, help build momentum. When people can see there are small changes in the neighborhood, their confidence in the future of the neighborhood grows. And I personally believe that a major part of community development is about building neighborhood confidence. Sixth, seek out neighborhood partners. For some of you, that might mean engaging new constituencies and stakeholders, including the residents of the surrounding neighborhood, schools and their principals, the police, community organizations, businesses that are located in your community and have a vested interest in its future. And finally, you will find yourselves in the role of herder of cats. And you might need a war room, as Pamela suggests. But we've found that it works best to have a key person or a key group that will be responsible for moving the process forward and keeping everyone informed. Now, Mary Ann will give you the nuts and bolts of how you run your planning grant.
Great, thanks. In order to support you through this process, we've created a team approach to grant management. Your HUD team will consist of a team coordinator who will be your day-to-day point of contact for each grant. Each team will also have a field office representative who's most familiar with your local community, and we will also have subject matter experts on each team who will support the team throughout the planning process. Your HUD team has already contacted you to set up the upcoming site visit. The purpose of the site visit will be to help bring your application to life for the HUD grant team, and it will also allow you to build and strengthen the partnerships within your communities. There are several deliverables under the planning grant, and the first is the budget and schedule. Your team coordinator will give you feedback on the budget and schedule that you've already submitted with the application during the site visit. Throughout the site visit, you'll talk about the feedback that you get, any questions that you have on the budget and schedule, and you'll be able to resubmit them. And we ask that you provide a revised draft by early April. That way, during the April convening, you'll have time to meet with your HUD team and finalize the budget and schedule. There's a couple key points to remember about the budget and schedule. First, it's important to think about them as linked documents. Anything that you plan to do within your planning schedule will have to be paid for. Therefore, it needs to be reflected in your budget, though it does not have to be paid for with Choice Neighborhoods funds. We encourage you to leverage your resources through your partners. Second, while the HUD team members are here to support you, HUD does have a fiduciary responsibility to ensure that the funds are spent on eligible activities. Third, we will be your partner throughout this planning process. And your grant management team is here to provide you with the support and technical assistance along your way. We encourage you to be as honest and upfront with us from the beginning and keep asking questions as we go along. There's 3 other key deliverables within the planning grant. As you can see on this slide, the dates for each. There's the outline with content, the draft transformation plan, and the final transformation plan. You will also submit quarterly reports, which will allow you to report on the status of the grant activities, the progress in relation to your planning schedule, any leveraged commitments that you've secured, and any recent accomplishments. Quarterly reports are due about 15 days after the end of each quarter, and the first one will not be due until July. The grant agreement currently is being finalized by HUD, and we will send it out to you as soon as possible. Once you receive your grant agreement, please review the transmittal letter for any instructions on getting the document signed and returned to HUD. The grant agreement must be signed as is. Once HUD receives your original executed grant agreement, it will be signed by a HUD representative, and a fully executed copy will be returned to you. Remember, you do not need to wait until the grant agreement to start your grant activities. You may incur expenses starting the day of the grant award, which was January 16th, 2015. First question will be for Mindy. Mindy, can we use Choice Neighborhoods funds for implementing early start activities or supportive services?
Unfortunately, no. We cannot allow them for hard cost activities. However, we really encourage you to use your leveraged funds to do these kinds of activities. We just can't pay for them under the current program.
What about, Pamela, if you can address this, can we use Choice funds for food?
Well, we recognize that many of your meetings will occur in early evening and during the supper time. Buying light refreshments at widely, many people from very diverse groups coming to these gatherings is an acceptable use of grant funds. Purchasing full meals or other food for smaller group meetings such as your task force, your steering committee meetings, your planning team meetings is not acceptable. But we do encourage you to leverage other funds to support your food costs.
Great, thanks. Okay, Mindy.
Yes.
Now that I have a choice planning grant, does that mean I'm automatically going to get a choice implementation grant?
But that we could. No, I'm sorry. As you might have recognized, we have had in some years as many as 17 planning grants, then 12, 11, 7, and we actually only have implementation funds for 3 to 4 per year. So unfortunately, no, but if you do a good plan, there's a great likelihood you will get an implementation if your plan is really good.
All right, so I guess now that I have my planning grant, I'm better positioned for an implementation grant?
Absolutely. If you have a strong planning process and a strong plan, you will very likely be very competitive for an implementation grant. And for example, last year, our earliest planning grantees were starting to be eligible, and 2 of the grantees were, in last year's implementation grantees, were in fact planning grantees. And the other 2 were organizations and cities that had worked for a number of years on their implementation strategies. So obviously, it takes a long time to rebuild a neighborhood and develop those plans.
And so, Pamela, we had talked earlier about the grant opportunities through justice and education. How do I get more information about those?
Well, we work closely with our federal partners at the Department of Education and Justice to support our shared grants. The planning process that you and your partners will go through as you develop your transformation plan will set you up so that you are better positioned to be competitive for our other federal partner grants. And as Mindy mentioned earlier, 9 Choice Neighborhoods have received the Department of Education Promise Neighborhood grants. 9 have received the Byrne Criminal Justice Innovation grants, such as the Mantua neighborhood in Philly. Many of these additional federal investments were made as a direct result of the Choice Neighborhoods planning efforts. We will include our partners at our Department of Justice and Education at our convenings and conferences.
So if I might add on this, we generally give additional points to grantees, and they similarly do. So if you apply for a Byrne, you're very likely, if you have a choice planning grant, to have a leg up. Similarly, but I do want to mention that unfortunately the Department of Education did not get any more planning money, so they will not be having planning grants this year. However, the Byrne grants are still active, and we would highly recommend you working with the Byrne, because many of our grantees have really continued to do great work with them.
Thank you. And the last question, what if we want to shorten the planning process to say 12 or 18 months? Would you think that would be a good idea?
Well, as Mindy mentioned earlier, it takes time and an extreme amount of patience to build the consensus and to strengthen the capacity of lay folks to engage around housing, neighborhood, and people needs. She also mentioned that some of our implementation grantees plan for many years. So we encourage you to use the entire 24-month planning period to develop a plan that will support a comprehensive transformation.
Great, thank you. Now I'd like to talk about next steps. Your HUD team has already been in touch with you to talk to you about the site visit and answer any questions that you may have. We are looking forward to the site visits in March. In the meantime, take a look at some of our multitude of resources that we've created for you, including the planning tool that Pamela was talking to earlier, the monthly e-newsletter, which you should all be getting, and past issues are up on the website. Look at the Choice website. It has all the summaries of the Choice grantees, planning and implementation, links to their website so you can see what they're doing. And there's a lot of good technical nuts and bolts information there about the grant process as well. We'll be offering technical assistance through various ways, through convenings, an annual conference, promising practice guides, and more. We're holding a convening just for you, the new planning grantees, here in Washington, D.C. on April 15th. You should have already received the save the date. If you have not, please let your team coordinator know. And an emailed invitation and registration link will be sent to you next week. I think I might have given you the wrong date for the convening. The convening is on the 14th and 15th of April. Thank you, Jessica. And just so you know that your travel funds for the convening can be reimbursed through the Choice budget. We're also planning on holding our annual conference in early November, where you'll be able to connect with your fellow grantees from other years. Implementation grantees will be there. Our partners from the Departments of Education and Justice will be there. And you can take a look on our website to the report from last year's conference. The report captures the lessons learned that will help you now as you embark on your planning process. We're also publishing a short guides that will feature promising practices from various Choice Neighborhoods grantees. And we will host companion webinars with those. Again, you can find the past promising practices and webinars on our Choice website. And as we develop them going forward, your HUD team will be sharing them with you throughout the grant period. I'd now like to turn it back over to Mindy for some final thoughts.
Well, I'd like to thank you for participating in today's webcast. We are grateful that you have joined the Choice Neighborhoods community. And we want to assist you. As you can see, our team, my colleagues are really committed to working with you. And you know, your neighborhoods didn't get the way they were in 2 years. And it may take, but to meet the need factors for Choice Neighborhoods. And it's going to take time and commitment and strategy to build them back up. We encourage you to take this time and this resource, which can attract so many more resources, to build a strong foundation for the future of your neighborhood. Please take this time and really work through finding your partners. I'd like to thank my fellow presenters, Pamela and Marianne, as well as the Choice staff that have worked on this piece of work, Jessica and Karen, and the folks behind the scenes, both at the Choice Neighborhoods office and this wonderful HUD webcasting office, who have worked so hard to help us get to you and help you do your work with Choice Neighborhoods. We look forward to seeing you in DC in April and then again in November. Keep those questions coming in now. Thank you.
Great.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.